Welcome back to the Greg and Tim Show. Greg here with
Tim, Evan,
Tim.
Evan.
You gonna be Evan today?
Nah, that's fine.
I seem like a sound.
Tim. Whoa. Beep. At the end of it, there's like a beep beep.
Get your earballs ready. Welcome to the Greg and Tim Show podcast. Take time to sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Here are your hosts, Greg and Tim.
Hey, good to see you again for the first time.
Good to see you. It's been a while since the last podcast recording, but just spent 4 days in a row with you.
We spent 4 days together.
5. Saturday,
one
Sunday,
other
Monday,
friend.
Tuesday, Wednesday. Today's the 5th day in a row.
So
we
spent 4 days together, and then we came here to record a podcast.
Instantly.
Yeah, so we're in a hurry to leave.
Get things started.
And not see each other for a while.
Not see each other for like a week.
We had a good time.
For almost a week. Almost a week, yeah. 6 days till our next recording.
Right.
Which is a special edition,
That's
maybe.
right. Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see. But it's supposed to be.
We'll see if Tara cancels on
It's
us.
supposed to be a special edition. Anyway, Greg and Tim Show today, we are going to talk a couple different things. One, we're going to talk about group chats.
Yep.
Namely men's group chats, because I can't really speak to women's group chats because I'm not in any. And two, men's trips. Exclusively like boys trips, as Matthew would call it, with a Z.
If you're under the age
Or-
of what is it called? A boys trip? I don't
Boys-
think we're boys anymore.
But he calls them boys trips with
because
a
he
Z.
hasn't matured yet.
Oh. So we're going to talk men's trips and just like comparison to women's trips or to couples trips even.
Yeah.
I think they'll be all great comparisons.
Yeah.
So we got a couple topics today, but first of all, we have to start out with a moment of silence for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah.
That was enough for you? That was the moment? You said
start again.
Instantly.
Start again.
No, that was it. That was the moment. The Toronto Blue Jays lost in the World Series. We were there in Elkhorn watching it.
That killed.
And
That killed that game. Game 7. I say I don't want to talk about it, but I just
Day two.
They should have won that game. The Toronto Blue Jays should have won the World Series.
The Sunday of the trip was very, very interesting. I was still pretty much normal, but Tim was in a state of despair, shock, disbelief, and overall depression for a whole day. It was very, very strange.
Over-exaggerated. We had
you were a different person for a whole day after that game.
Yeah.
You actually left in the middle of the game because you were not happy with it.
Inning,
Zen Tim, as we started the game with Tim being like, Zen Tim. I'll just be Zen Tim. I won't worry. Baseball's over after today. No matter what, it's Zen Tim. Cut to 6th inning, and it's Tim breaking stuff in the resort.
Yeah, I didn't break anything.
I was very disappointed.
But I dropped it by accident. That wasn't out of
You did
anger.
drop a few things by accident.
The remote control.
F-bombs.
I might have.
No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway, are we done with that? Can we skip?
We're done with that. But the other part that I want to quickly say is, I don't think we should go to Elkhorn when there's important trips on it or games on anymore.
We can't control that.
We saw the Bombers lose on Saturday. So the Bombers lost in the Eastern semifinal. The Jays lost in the World Series. The Jets won.
Yeah. So there's three games in one day. And it was like, oh, I'm so glad when this day's over. So stressed out about.
And 2 of them were playoff games that were elimination games. And one of them was the Jets that didn't matter game. And then last night we're like, okay, we're going to be fully focused on the Jets. This will be fun because the Jets have been winning and the Jets lose.
Yeah, well,
so all the games we focused on, even the Cowboys game on Monday night with Matthew, we lost.
No, I won.
Well, we won.
I cheer for all the teams that face the Dallas Cowboys. So I was happy about that.
So if you want to go on a sports trip with us, we win in person.
Yeah.
We lose in Elkhorn.
Well, I'm sure we've watched a lot. We watched the game 7 of Seattle. That game 7 they won. But and before we go any further into our topics, we have to remind the viewer to like,
subscribe, share,
comment.
And if you saw the video of us not having fun in Elkhorn, be sure to like and comment on that video because Matthew thinks that his Facebook is better than Instagram.
And at the end of this podcast you're watching, we will cue that up for you to watch if you haven't had a chance.
And it'll be linked in the comments below. So anyway. Okay, so Tim, I want to head up with topic number 1, which is kind of like a fresh topic. We didn't really talk about this. We didn't pre-talk, but it was something I was thinking about on our drive home, our long road home.
3 hours.
The Elkhorn.
3 hours. Wonderful place, by the way. If you haven't
been to Elkhorn, you should go.
Yep.
I, throughout the weekend, was bored sometimes, so I would go on Instagram and I would watch reels.
Yeah.
And I'm the kind of person that likes to send reels when I think they're funny.
Yes.
Because I think that you will also enjoy them and it will get you out of your despair and your slump of being depressed.
Yeah.
Not that it's bad that you were depressed for a day, but I wanted to get you out of your slump.
I wasn't depressed for a day.
I would send these reels that were funny.
Yeah.
Some were appropriate. Some were very funny.
Yeah.
And the thing with this reel thing that I'm sending to you and that I realized on my way home today.
I
realized this on my way home today.
Yeah.
You guys didn't respond to any of the reels I sent you.
Well, I did respond in person, and I encouraged Matthew to watch them as we were. And I told you 70% of them were funny.
And B, you didn't heart them or thumbs up them or anything like that. So I had no engagement in the group chat.
Yeah. You were 5 feet away from us at the time. just to add that part.
This is a general trend.
Yeah.
When I send stuff in Instagram, in the group chat in Instagram, when I send stuff, this is generally what happens: is there's no response or no even acknowledgement.
I watched,
but when I send in Facebook,
one of them, and I verbally.
No, not when we're together. I'm talking about all together, all the time. Yeah. But when I send them on Facebook, you will generally respond with a comment.
I have viewed all of the previous reels that you have sent and deemed them to be humorous.
So I feel like there's 3 different types of people in a group chat.
Okay.
1, the guy that sends the reels.
Yeah.
2, the guy that responds to the reels.
Yeah.
Usually the guy that sends them also responds.
Yeah.
3, the guy that maybe there's more than 3 people. The guy that watches the reels and doesn't respond or even like put a like or a heart on it.
Yeah.
And 4, Matthew, who doesn't have time to watch the reels. There's a lot of people out in the world right now that get reels sent to them from their friends that just don't have the time.
Well, there's a larger idea that of people that like group chats in general.
Yeah.
And there's some people that just mute them and never, ever, ever respond.
I think one of my downfalls is I can't mute group chats.
Right. Why not?
I don't know.
That's weird.
I feel like it's disrespectful.
You're tech savvy. Oh, you can. You don't like to.
Yeah.
You feel bad if you do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you can.
I can.
You technically know how to.
But I honestly, like, if I'm in a group chat, it's with friends.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm in a group chat with random strangers, I will probably turn it off.
My wife, we will almost always either mute it or ignore it. She's like, there's so many group chats. There's so many messages. I can't do it. She does not like them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind them. If I want to ignore them, I'll just whatever.
I think what would be really good with Instagram is if you could mute, and maybe you can, maybe I just don't know this, mute your chat like between
I have no idea how to
9 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So that you don't get any notifications between.
And then you hear a million things at the end of the day. Like, what?
Like, well, that's what Matthew says every time he gets to the group chat. He's like, well, there's 75 messages here. How am I going to catch up? Well, most of the messages are haha or you're a donkey or, like different things or where's Matthew or how come Matthew hasn't responded? There's a lot of that. Yeah. Do you think he's secretly looking at the group chat but just not reading it? Or do you think he's altogether not even opening it? Because when you look at it in your notifications, you can see the messages without actually going into the group chat.
You have a new message.
Well, it'll say your new message and it'll actually say the message.
Right.
So you can read it without going into the group chat.
Right.
Do you think he's doing that?
Yes.
Yeah? You think he's keeping up with everything?
Yep.
Just without actually being in it?
Yep.
Okay.
For sure.
What are your thoughts on group chats?
Well, I just said I think some people like them. Some people don't. Like I said, my wife hates them.
Yeah.
I'm okay with them if I got time. Like I won't sit there and if I'm working, I'm like painting away at a house.
Yeah.
I'm not like stopping every time I get a text. If I have a second, I'll just whatever's new, I'll check it. Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't take any extra part of my day.
Yeah.
Right.
I honestly don't really go into them during the day.
Yeah.
I'll sometimes I'll look at lunch and be like, oh, I missed 5 messages. Yeah. So I look and
when were these times that you were bored? You're bored? Yeah. Two of your best friends, best buddies are over there. We're, cooking up meals. We're going to spas. We're hanging out with bears.
Yes.
We're going for hikes.
Yeah.
We're talking about our feelings.
Nope.
And you were bored?
Yes. At some points.
5 feet from us.
There was one point, we should have taken a photo of this. Yeah. When Matthew had his entire 2017 to 2025 taxes out on the table.
Right.
There was one point where Matthew was doing his taxes. You had taken off for a walk that was 4 hours long.
2 hour and 50 minutes, but no. So no.
And I was like, yeah, I'm bored. So I put on a movie and I started watching reels and sending them to people.
Right.
And it's fine to be bored. I'm good with being bored.
Right.
I actually enjoy
and
the quiet
for
solace
everyone out
bored.
there, the scenario was there was a period of time I'm literally 5 feet from you on the chair, and Matthew's another 5 feet from you. We're in a triangle. He's doing work at the table, / looking at his fantasy hockey team.
Yes.
and you're sitting there and sending there must have been like 10 in a row in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're sending that to us as we're sitting there.
And the reason why was because I think Matthew was on the phone.
Right.
So I thought it'd be funnier if I just sent them to you instead of like showing them to you. Yeah. And plus I thought you could see them. And I find it funny to hear somebody laughing at the same thing that I find funny.
Yeah.
So that makes me laugh.
I don't send reels at all. I just get a ton from you guys. And you have your individual chats and then the chats that I'm with you. How many chats do you have? I don't actually have that many, to be honest.
So I have one, like our men's group chat, like with all the men.
Thanks for clarifying what a men's group chat is.
And then I have one with you and Matthew.
Yeah.
So that's 2. I have one with you, Matthew, and Dave.
Yeah.
Which we can't do on Facebook because Dave doesn't have Facebook. So we get all these like grainy videos and photos or a functional phone. And then we also have I think that might be it.
Okay. Maybe you don't have as many as I thought.
I think I have like 4.
Okay.
No, I have some with other friends.
Yeah.
That you guys aren't involved in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have like 5 or 6 in total.
Okay.
But most of them aren't active. The most active one is the one that we have on Facebook Messenger.
Yep.
The second most active, which is usually when sports are on, is the text message one with Dave. That one usually says Hoffman sucks.
Yeah.
Last year it was Romano. Romano sucks. This one's Hoffman sucks and Vladdy sucks.
Yeah. Because at the beginning,
Vladdy did not make his.
Remember at the beginning of the year, Matthew made he said, where are the Jays going this year? And because he's like, oh, Jays, they're not that good. Whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like, well, guys, where do you think they're going to go? Because he thought they wouldn't be very good. And we all said they were going to be a playoff team. None of us thought they'd get to this Game 7 of the World Series.
No, and lose it.
But we thought they'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
And the other thing he said was Vladimir Guerrero is not
overpaid.
That good. He's overrated. Even at the end of this year, he's overrated. He hits the most home runs in postseason history.
Postseason history.
He's still overrated, but whatever. Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So chats. I'm looking forward to who next year's closer is.
Yeah.
So I can find out who sucks.
Right.
Because that'll happen.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking to find, and you know what? It could be like Aroldis Chapman could come in here, perennial all-star, 99 miles an hour.
Or he throws
104 miles an hour, striking people. Chapman sucks.
Yeah, he sucks. Yeah, he sucks.
It doesn't matter. You can't look at his saves, Tim. You have to look at his runs against.
Anyway, I don't want to
bug Matthew
too much because Matthew's an awesome guy, and
I appreciate Matthew's opinion.
We had a great time. So.
Yeah. Matthew was great during the trip because he brought out a little different side of you during the trip in hot tubs and in the spas and stuff. It was very good. I appreciate Matthew's.
Go on.
I like his outlook on life.
Right.
Like, if you're not making enough money, you can.
Right.
You just have to try harder.
Yeah.
And think differently.
Yeah. Put that on a poster.
If you're not making enough money,
yeah,
you can just try harder and think differently.
Yeah.
That's a long poster.
Get started. with the hats you're going to make, it start on the posters.
Hats. I'm making shirts.
For the trip. You said hats.
Which we're working on the spring training trip now. So if anybody out there wants to go on a spring training trip, we're almost full. We're halfway there to being full on our trip.
Yeah, we have 25 people so far, so we need another 25. No,
wow. We have 3 people so far. We need another 3.
Those are bus trips, which that'd be kind of fun. But
no, I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't mind. Let's get on to our second topic.
The main topic.
Yeah.
Which was?
Guys trips versus girls trips.
Just guys trips in general.
Yeah. No, I like the gender differences, right? But guys trip, we can start with guys trips because we're guys. We're not experts on girls trips.
So the reason this comes up is me, you, and Matthew went to Elkhorn.
Yeah.
And it's followed up by your wife taking her sisters and her mom to Elkhorn.
Yep.
And we're thinking the differences that they're going to have compared to what we have in the exact same trip.
And the resort, Elkhorn Resort, by the way, is in Clear Lake, just outside of Clear Lake.
In Manitoba.
And again, if you ever want to go there, it's a great place.
Federal Park.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a little cold when they go there. We had a nice weather. Nice weather. So there's more.
We had great weather,
and you're a bit limited to what you can do. Yeah. So it's not like a girls' trip to a big city or something because you have the 4 or 5 things you can do.
Yeah.
So it's kind of different because if let's say you had a girls' trip to Los Angeles and a guy's trip to Los Angeles, a lot of differences. Whereas in this, it's going to be the same. But I mean, your experience of the trip. As guys and how that would be if the girls went there?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is the differences? What do you think will be something that we did that your wife will not do?
We'll walk after the bear?
Chase after the bear was one of them, yes.
Right.
And that was fun.
Yeah, it's so funny because I said to you, 2 of us are walking. Matthew was back at the cabin doing taxes, as you mentioned earlier. And I said, man, I've been going to Elkhorn for like 15 years, I think, or even maybe longer. Never seen a bear, whatever. And literally we walked 30 more seconds and we saw a brown bear just walking, 50 feet away from us.
Yeah.
And we're like, there's a bear there.
Well, I pointed out and you're like, what? I just said I had never seen one.
So we started walking after the bear. You got a couple videos.
Yeah.
If you want to post them here, that'd be great. If not, no big deal. And I started walking after it because I thought, well, maybe the bear wants some company. Seemed like a nice bear. Yeah. But the bear didn't, just walked away and started walking down the path.
He kind of galloped for a second.
He turned around. I would call his name. He'd turn around.
I couldn't believe he knew his name.
And he'd be like, and then he walked further.
And I couldn't believe he knew his name. That was so weird that you actually knew his name.
Yeah. Jeff.
Even though you'd never met him before.
Jeff or Jeffrey.
He looked cozy.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing, but yeah.
I feel like if bears weren't so angry, we could have them as pets.
You could, yeah. Yeah, you could.
They would get fed well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Bears are cozy.
So we walked after that bear. That's kind of different. We went to a spa for 5 hours,
which is something that
typically girls would do. I'm thinking that our trip was like a girls' trip. First of all, I'm going through it, and I can't. We walked into town to have.
We watched The Notebook.
We did not. The movie. Okay, so the movies we watched, which was 4 or 5, were completely the opposite of girls' movies.
Yeah,
like 100%. But we can't say here because anyway. No,
why? We saw Nobody. Nobody 2.
Nobody
Harold
2.
and Kumar 1. Harold and Kumar 2.
Yeah.
Jurassic
So lots of guys'
World,
movies. Yeah.
Rebirth.
Yeah. Because if you demanded that we watch something of Scarlett Johansson was in.
Right, exactly. I don't think that your wife will watch as many movies as we did.
No.
What will they do instead?
Card games.
Card games?
Talking.
Talking?
We talked. But
not
not as much, as girls would do.
Not without the TV on.
Yeah. They're going to go to the spa like us.
We did talk in the hot tub.
You are the one who turned the TV on the most.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were number...
I got crap in the morning.
You were number 3.
In the morning, I'm like, okay, I'm going to turn on the sports and we'll just have sports highlights so we can watch to see what happens.
Start of the day.
And
The very
then
start of
I
the
get
day.
yelled at. Why does everybody have to turn on the TV first thing in the morning?
Yeah.
Well, A, it's 9:30.
Yeah.
B, you're on your computer and your phone.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Hey, he's right. Shouldn't turn the TV on.
Shouldn't have turned the TV on, so I didn't. I left it off, and I just sat there on the couch quietly.
Yeah, didn't do
like a scorned child.
Should do other things to start your day to get your mind mentally prepared.
Yeah. So, it's funny because I'll bring this up again. I think our trip will cost less than a women's trip.
Again, limited. If you were to give an example to like a big city, that would be true. But what do you do at Elkhorn?
They're going to go for the whole day spa,
which is $15 more per person.
They'll probably go to the restaurant twice.
Nope, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think they might actually not go to the restaurant at all.
Wow.
I think they make all their food.
So they'll go to Elkhorn for a whole day instead of the short day like we did.
$15 more per person, which you thought of doing as well, but you thought against it because you can't go in and out unless you smoke.
Unless you smoke. You can go in and out if you smoke.
Yeah.
If you don't smoke, you can't leave.
Yeah.
I don't. Will the girls do a hike? Which is like we did?
Probably, but it's a bit colder. Which going back to that, which is very interesting in itself. That whole thing where to people out there, it's called Clarso Spa. It's a Nordic spa, smaller than Thermea in Winnipeg, but there's not as many people, so it's kind of nice that way. But what the question you asked, because you were thinking about going all day, but you didn't want to go for 10 hours and like have to eat in the restaurant, which they have, which is very nice, but whatever, you wanted to have in and out privileges, so maybe you can go have a bite to eat and grab something from your fridge in the chalet, whatever it is, and come back.
Yeah.
And the answer to that was no, you can't do that because of course they want you to eat in the restaurant.
Yeah.
That's probably the main reason, I would think. But apparently you are allowed to leave the spa and the facility to go have a smoke outside, which is a little interesting, but
that's allowed.
It's allowed.
So as long as you're doing something against your health and wellness.
Right.
Because you're doing positive things for health and wellness.
Which is odd because normally in 2025, smokers, and they would argue this all the time, have no rights. They're very harsh and they don't get any leeway of any kind. But apparently
they get a lot of leeway.
At the spa, which did you verify that was true, that whoever smoked could smoke and they come back?
Yes.
Okay. So I thought that was kind of odd.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
4 times.
Yeah.
I watched that person.
Strange. Yeah.
And they're like, no, I just have to go for a cigarette. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Okay. So anyway.
We went for a hike. Do you think that your wife will go for a hike?
They would definitely go for a hike. However, the temperatures are going to have... When we
the
went...
temperature was the same and all...
Absolutely, 100%. So the only differentiating factor was going to be the temperature. When we went, the highs were in Celsius, anywhere from 5 to 12.
I know your wife likes to hike.
Yeah, the other ones would. Yeah.
The other ones?
Maybe not as long. Oh, the ones we took one was 48 minutes and one was an hour. So yeah, 100%. They probably will still do that.
Okay.
And we went to go for a walk into town which was the hour to get a coffee. Yeah. Which they'll definitely do.
We spent the evenings in the hot tub.
Yep.
Which we, enjoyed. We watched a lot of sports, which they probably will not do.
No.
And guys trip versus girls trips, a lot of times, I think guys make their guys trips around, like we didn't for this one.
Yep.
But generally when you create a guys trip, you create it around events.
Yep.
Or around something that you can do as guys.
Tend to be go a bit more sporting things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like a girls trip would be like going to
do your nails.
Just
manicure, pedicure.
Just going out for a pedicure in the middle of the afternoon. That's a girls trip.
Which, by the way, when I was in my last trip to Orlando, we did. My wife and I did. I had my first pedicure.
That's another thing. There's couple trips.
Yeah.
Like there's men's trips, women's trips, and couples trips.
I will do things that are outside the norm. Like there's the things that are stereotypically male, quote unquote, and there's things that are stereotypically female, quote unquote.
What do you think costs more? Not in your
female trips.
Female trips cost more than male trips?
100%.
All the time?
Again, it's not a written rule, not a rule per se, but yes.
Yeah.
Everything being equal, generally on average, a women's trip will be more expensive. If there's more shopping involved, that bumps up the price.
Yeah.
For sure. There's sometimes more
pampering,
shows involved. There's more pampering. So I would say in general.
But then a guy's trip, you can say, oh, they're going to all these sporting events.
Yeah, and I've said this in previous episodes. I will go on trips and I'll go to sports, but I do not break the bank. Like we were talking about this in the World Series.
But some guys do, though.
Yeah.
So you, like I said, you have to compare not yourself as a guy's trip,
okay,
but as a guy's trip, like
sure,
like what you think of regular.
So
guy's trip.
let's say the people that went to Game 7 of the World Series and they paid those scalper prices, which were anything up to $10,000 for a seat behind the plate. Well, I that's a big thing for me, but I'm not paying $10,000 for that seat. There's no way.
No.
I don't think I paid more than $200 for a ticket to any sporting event, and probably not even that. Maybe what I can remember, $170.
Well, the Grey Cup,
$99. I paid $99.
No,
not $99.
This year's Grey Cup,
$100. This year's, I might be selling those, but Bombers aren't in there. So I'm waiting till the riders make it, and all these riders.
So the Grey Cup
where do they play in the Grey Cup? It's so far. I'm gonna drive. Let's go. Start the combine. I'm gonna sell it to the rider fan.
The Grey Cup just sold out in Winnipeg.
Yeah.
When the Grey Cup was in Saskatchewan,
it
didn't sell out. And you can get tickets for as little as like $100, $150.
And remind me who played in that?
The Bombers and the Argos.
Okay. So that's a good comparable. So the Winnipeg. Yeah, but you know what I find? I mean, Bombers have great fans. Don't get me wrong. But I find the Rider fans are a different level of crazy.
Not anymore, though. They didn't sell out any games this year. It's kind of taken a turn for the worse.
Yeah.
For their fan base.
Yeah.
But their team's better this year.
Which is funny, yeah.
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 It'll be interesting to see how much those tickets start to go for. I'm looking forward to next week. I'm going to some Bomber events for the Grey Cup with Mr. Schmatthew. Say his name the whole episode, then I just rhyme it. And going to the Grey Cup next weekend. Yeah. So not this weekend. Well, I guess this is Monday. So this weekend coming up.
Yeah.
I'll be going to the Grey Cup.
And hopefully the temperatures for Grey Cup.
I'm hoping for them to be about 6 to 10 degrees.
Wow. With the average temperature around then being around 0 or 2 degrees.
Yeah.
That's hoping for a lot, but hey, maybe you'll get it.
You know what? There's been worse things that have happened in this world than a bad temperature day.
Yeah.
And I could bundle up. I can always put more clothes on.
It could be worse. That's one of my non-favorite sayings, but I guess it makes sense.
Think
on the bright side.
And it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. You love that one.
Yeah. It's one of my favorites. Yeah. But what do you think between guys trips and girls trips? And what do you think the biggest differences are? I find that guys trips are geared towards events, sports, doing events like going golfing, like golfing trips. And then girls trips are more around like health and wellness and shows, like shopping and shows. Like where's the best places for that? And if you're a guy or a girl, like what's your favorite guys trip?
Yeah.
Like if you could recreate your favorite guys trip that you've gone on, what would that be and how would that look? And Tim's willing to recreate that trip with you and then possibly have all of us go on it again.
And Greg is willing to pay for it.
I'm willing to pay for my portion.
I will create it.
My portion.
And Greg will pay for it.
I can pay for my portion.
Yeah.
And then if you're a woman, and what is your favorite women's trip? Like, what do you like to do as a girl's trip?
And what was your favorite trip?
What was your favorite trip?
Or do you even like taking? Like, are you a girl who doesn't like girls trips?
Or do you have a bucket list trip that you've never done yet?
Yeah. What would it be?
So we want to hear those couple things in the comments. Also, don't forget to share this episode because this episode has a lot of gems in it.
Yeah.
Namely, me and Tim.
Tim and I. Greg and I. Greg and me. One of those.
Is there anything else you want to touch on today, Tim?
Today you're wearing the Jets hat.
Yeah, it's Jets season.
Yeah. Okay. I like it.
I was gonna wear my Dodgers hat, but you told me you would fight me if I did it.
You can't wear the Dodgers hat after this week. Like ever. You have to burn them.
Next week?
Yeah, I have an LA hat, which is not a Dodger hat. It's just LA. So I could have worn that, but I wouldn't, and I won't. Anyway, no, that's about it. Have a great week.
Have a great week.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you are new to the show, we have new episodes every
Monday
at 8:30, 7:30 a.m., 8:30 Eastern.
Yes.
And if you are new to the show, we have our Instagram at Greg and Tim Show. We have Facebook at Greg and Tim Show.
OnlyFans.
And then we have Tim's OnlyFans at Tim Show.
Fans first. That's the two.
Fansfirst.ca.
Thanks for watching the Greg and Tim Show podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. Sharing is caring.
Who can